From the windswept streets of Tuskegee, Alabama, to the bright studio lights of Good Morning America, the journey of Robin Roberts is nothing short of breathtaking. Her life is a storm-tested saga of courage, faith, and impossible resilience. She didn't just rise to success. She clawed her way through heartbreak, brutal illness, and silent battles the world never saw. And yet, every time life tried to break her, she stood back up stronger, brighter, and more determined. This is the story of a woman who refused to fall. Born to Colonel Lawrence E. Roberts, one of the legendary Tuskegee Airmen, and Lucy Marion Roberts, a woman of music and faith, Robin grew up in a home shaped by deep love but firm expectations. When the family later settled in Pass Christian, Mississippi, her early life was marked by both beauty and hardship. At just 8 years old, she survived Hurricane Camille, watching entire neighborhoods collapse and learning that storms, both real and emotional, are survived through strength, not fear. As she grew, Robin excelled academically and athletically, eventually graduating from Southeastern Louisiana University. But stepping into broadcasting in the early 1980s was like walking into a battlefield. Her first job at WDAM in Hattiesburg paid barely enough to survive. She drove aging cars along lonely Mississippi back roads, lived in drafty apartments, and worked endless hours because she knew that as a young black woman in sports journalism, she would have to be twice as good to be considered equal. From Biloxi to Nashville, then Atlanta, she kept moving, rebuilding her life each time. She hauled her own equipment, wrote her own scripts, shot her own footage, not out of ambition, but out of survival. Many doubted her, some dismissed her, but slowly, she became undeniable. Her work covering the Atlanta Braves caught national attention, and in 1990 she earned her place at ESPN, a victory she fought 7 years to achieve. By 1995, she joined ABC News, and in 2005 she took her place as co-anchor of Good Morning America. Under the glow of studio lights, Robin became the comforting voice millions woke up to. Her warmth wasn't loud, it was steady. Her presence didn't demand attention, it naturally welcomed it. By 2012, Good Morning America had climbed to #1 in the nation, and Robin finally allowed herself to breathe. But life was preparing a storm she never saw coming. In 2007, she discovered a small lump that sent her into a whirlwind of fear. The diagnosis was devastating: breast cancer. Chemotherapy stole her strength, her hair, and her energy. She wrapped herself in scarves, leaned on studio chairs during breaks, and smiled through pain only she could feel. Yet even then, she returned to the GMA desk whenever she could, determined not to let illness take her purpose. 5 years later, when she thought the worst was behind her, fate struck even harder. Exhaustion and unexplained bruises led to a diagnosis of MDS myelodysplastic syndrome, a rare and life-threatening disorder. Her only hope was a bone marrow transplant. Miraculously, her sister Sally Ann Roberts was a perfect match. When Robin shared her diagnosis on Good Morning America, the nation responded instantly. Tens of thousands joined the Be the Match registry in a single day. Her transplant in 2012 was only the beginning. For 100 days she lived in isolation. No hugs, no comforting touch, no normal life. Machines beeped by her bedside every night as she prayed for strength. She felt fragile, exhausted, and uncertain. But slowly, her body began to heal. And on February 20th, 2013, she returned to the GMA studio and spoke 3 words that sent chills across the country. Good morning, America. It was more than a greeting. It was a declaration of survival. Through all this, her greatest support came from Amber Lane, the woman she fell in love with in 2005. Their relationship survived years of distance and secrecy. With Robin in New York and Amber in California, Amber stood by her during every moment of illness, and years later, Robin stood by Amber when she faced her own battle with breast cancer in 2022. After nearly 2 decades of love, hardship, and triumph, they married in 2023, surrounded by close friends and their beloved dog Lucas. At 65, Robin Roberts stands as living proof that healing is possible after even the fiercest storms. From her peaceful homes in Connecticut and Key West to her seat on Good Morning America, She shines with resilience earned through pain and perseverance. Her journey reminds us all, no matter how long the night, the morning always returns.